Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction for One Piece chapter 1022. It feels like it's been forever again because we had yet another 2 week break because of Obon or whatever. So yeah, just like I've mentioned before, the past like 3-ish months we've only had like 2 back-to-back chapters, and other than that it's been all 2 week breaks. And it has been rough, especially with so many exciting things going on right now. What I'm like personally most interested in getting back into, probably like now that we're done with the Tobiropo stuff, probably, and we're probably going to be jumping around a bunch more. I think I'm most excited to get back into the Carrot stuff, and I know I'm a Carrot fan and everything, but it's not just because of that. I feel like it's because that's the thing that it's been the longest since we've jumped back to, and that ended on the most like cliffhangery stuff when we went away from it. In a sense that you know that there's something else that's going to be done there. Uh, but yeah, I was thinking, there's a lot that we could get into. We're probably going to jump around a ton because, again, we just finished sort of the Tobiropo segments. And I even mentioned last video that I was like, I'd actually like to see Raizo and Fukurokuju because I feel like Raizo's already kind of a Naruto parody, like not specifically Naruto, but just like ninja and anime and television and movies and stuff. So I think it could be a really funny fight. But also going back and rereading more over the break and stuff, they hinted at that all the way back in the Udon mine. So yeah, that'd be cool. But clicking onto this, stopping myself from getting distracted more. Clicking onto the chapter, though, the title's actually The Stars Take the Stage, so we might actually be getting a lot with Jack, Queen, and King then. This could be about the All-Stars. So, yeah, we got a nice little frontispiece here with the Tontada. Reader request, a frog playing hide-and-seek with the Tontadas and a bunch of hydrangea flowers. Alright, cute. But let's jump into the actual story now. Over 30,000 members of the Animal Kingdom pirates squared off against a raid of 5,400 from the Samurai Pirate Alliance. But the gap slowly closed thanks to Otama's millet dumpling strategy, and we see the taken out Tobiropo in this little map here, and in the inspired efforts of the samurai and pirates. Now the enemy's fearsome Tobiropo are down and out. Okay, so we get confirmation that they are down and out. Above the Wano mainland, Onigashima. So we're finally getting close. Okay, it actually says here in the next panels. The time left until it reaches the flower capital, only 15 minutes. Okay, so we're finally like really moving into this endgame stuff. Alright. We're seeing the Onigashima skull from the front again. Third floor of the castle. There's a fire. Why, Kurozumi Orochi? Why would you serve such a wretched man, Fukurokuju? Okay, so we are getting into the ninja fight then. There's a fire, put out the flames. Ninpo, clone jutsu. Yo, his earlobes are going crazy. We shinobi exist to serve the shogun, whomever he is. Ninpo, earlobe crackers. And speak for yourself. The man you serve is a ghost. You mean Lord Odin. That's the real you. And he just punches him with his earlobe. Oh my god. You are too emotional to ever succeed at the way of the shinobi, no matter how much skill you have at ninjutsu. It is those very emotions that make us who we are, says Raizo. On that fateful day, we laughed together, we cried together, we perished together with Lord Odin, and now we're mere ghosts driven to carry out the wish of our Lord. Okay, which again is me thinking I don't want my man Kawamatsu to go out like this, but if because of the way they're like, we perished 20 years ago and we're like the ghosts of Wano, I kind of feel like it would almost be fitting that the Akazaya all die during the raid. It was not his order to us, not a mere duty. Each of us chose to follow our emotions and carry out this mission of our own free will. And we see Kawamatsu, Kinemon taken out. But since we're showing them like this, I wonder if Kinemon and Kiku aren't actually dead then. And same thing with Ashura, now that we see him in one piece. If we must die to accomplish that, so be it. Today the long dark night of Orochi and Kaido ends, and a glorious sun rises over the land again. Lord Momonosuke shall be Shogun. Now we have third floor. Hawkins. Okay, so we're getting into Hawkins and Killer as well, so we are jumping around a lot. How many replacements do you have left in there? Killer versus Hawkins. Barely any. My outlook is poor. Hehehe. I pity those lives. Because of course all those people had to die as sacrifices for Hawkins' survival against Killer here. And he stabs through him once again. But while there are few left, the real question is, whose lives are they? Oh? Oh? Okay, what does that mean? Who in the hell is Killer killing here? Second floor, Lawn Kid versus Big Mom. Hey, what's gotten into you? What's wrong, Eustace? Yo, what the hell? What is this? Where did these stab wounds come from? No, are you saying that Straw Doll belongs to? It would have been satisfying to allow you to kill Kid yourself without realizing what you'd done. But then I decided it would be more entertaining to tell you, and watch you struggle to attack me. Okay, I thought he could only take one hit per doll, though. So, is he going to be able to keep, like, allowing Kid to be hurt by Killer's attacks? The only way you can finish me off is by personally killing your own captain. Man, this is really cool. Go on then, put on a show for me. Fwah fwah fwah, I like your style. Performance floor, Skull Dome. I guess he could just attack the arm that Kid's already missing and do damage to Hawkins that way, maybe. Performance floor, Skull Dome. Okay, big spread here. Yeah, Listen up, all you miserable former Animal Kingdom pirates. The price for treason is very steep. Yeah. Alright, so we are getting Queen and King stuff here. Where's Marco? Help us out of this, man. He's reached the limit of his stamina. We gotta fight our own battle. Okay, so Marco's down for now. Interesting. Sangaro, are you alright? And it's interesting if he's down now and worn out, because he mentioned back, I think, when Nekomamushi first found him, that his powers of healing others don't work as well as his powers of healing himself. So if he's down and, like, his stamina's worn down from trying to heal himself, then I don't think he's probably going to be like a Deus Ex Machina to heal others at this point. Sangaro, are you alright? And Sanji's down too, damn. Damn it, two of them at the same time is too much. They're looking for Zorojiro. The will of El strikes again. Who can possibly stop them? They'll wipe out the entire floor. Chopper, Miyagi, if the medicine isn't working, just drag that green mummy to safety. We gave him the medicine, but will it take longer? He's been in grave condition to begin with. Keep your chin up, Zoro. And still, it still always messes with me when I see Zolo. You want me? I'm right here, and Sanji still kicking Queen. Sangaro! Find Roronoa Zoro and put an end to him, says King. They were giving him some kind of strange treatment. Don't let them heal him. Okay, so it seems obvious then that since Marco's down now, Zoro's gonna have to pick up the fight with Queen. Or King, I mean. Stupid beasts. They kicked up so much dust, I can't see my target. Okay, and again, we have Perospero. Are we finally going to get Nekomamushi catching up? Because he said forever ago that he was going to fight Perospero. I'll be the one to eliminate Vinsmoke, Sanji, Perorin. If you simply married Pudding like you were told to, we'd never have to team up with these cretins. That's him, boss. Yeah? Perorin. Now die. Germa's biggest failure. Step outside. This is for Pedro. Blah, 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 blah. And he just gets slapped. Slapped by Nekomamushi. And sent flying into the wall. I'm not done with you. Oh? And it looks like they might be flying back down out to the entrance steps. We found him. There's Roronoa Zoro. They spotted us. Run faster! And all the randoms are trying to carry Zoro away. Protect Zorojuro. He suffered these wounds honorably. Ah, it's King. And of course, now we're getting into it. No, leave him alone, says Chopper, crying. And he rears back with a punch. Damn it. Do I have to do everything for you, Mosshead? Undying Thistle. Oh? This is Marco again, because I see the little trail that looks like his tails. Imperial Flame. And it's also interesting how King can... We still don't know how he uses the fire and stuff, or like what he looks like whatsoever under the bird gimp clothes. I've heard tales from long ago about the race of people atop the Red Wall who could burst into flames. Oh! So, okay, this is something... I don't know how I don't know how the red line works, but I always think of it, I'm like, if it's a continent, shouldn't there be a bunch of people who live there? Other than just the people in Mariwa? But it's interesting, so atop the red wall. But then again, it is like super steep like a wall, and like weird and totally not natural looking. Weird. And here we have King the Wildfire. So again, what does King look like under the bird gimp? It's weird. Now, would that mean you're still alive, Marco, says Queen. The Whitebeard pirates are supposed to be dead already, and he charges a beam. Alright, I give up. I'm satisfied. That's it from me today. And of course we've seen before that Marco wants to leave. Like, not only is he tired, but he mentioned towards the beginning of this that he wants to leave things to the next generation. He can probably tell that Zoro's getting up then, because we see all the bandages tearing off now. It's time for the stars to take the stage. Okay, so yeah. Again, leaving things to the next generation. Hey, look at that. Yeah, he's back. 3-sword style. Purgatory Oni. Diable. Moton. And we have Giri and Mallet. And Zoro. This huge spread of Zoro and Sanji, like, nailing King and Queen. Again, assuming they're not going to just one-shot them like that, but still it's cool. Yeah, it's the Straw Hats. Hey, Twirly, once we conquer this battle, yeah, we're going to catch a glimpse of Luffy as king of the pirates. Because, of course, my theory from the beginning, well, not from the beginning, but for a while now, is that the Straw Hats are going to make it to the top of the dome, and the Straw Hats are going to be there, and maybe hold off Kaido until Luffy gets back, but, maybe hold off Kaido until Luffy gets back, but at the very least, I think the Straw Hats are going to be there when Luffy takes down Kaido at the roof. Because if not, like, what else are the Straw Hats going to do at this point? They've won all their fights, and most of them are still in pretty solid shape. They're not that injured or anything. So are they just supposed to stand around and do nothing? If not go distract Kaido? Like, what else is there really for the Straw Hats to do, given that they've already won their fights? So, yeah, now we're getting into Zoro and Sanji's fights, I would guess. And I guess we're going to see what happens with Jack and Inuarashi. I was thinking, like I said at the beginning, that the sheaths might be taken out, and in that case, like, I had seen a theory that Usopp would get the final hit on Jack, and it would make people think, oh my god, Usopp, this guy's insane, he took down a guy with a 1 billion berry bounty. And, maybe I could see that happening because I still don't know about Ino Adachi 1v1ing Jack here. So maybe Ino Adachi does get taken out, but Jack is just so injured from all the fights he's had that Usopp, who hasn't done anything compared to the other Straw Hats so far, Usopp gets the final blow, and that's Usopp's big moment for the arc, and it again keeps playing into the comedy of God Usopp getting these wins that seem impossible. So actually, I could see that happening. And then, I don't know, I feel like maybe I'm underestimating Perospero. Like, I always talk about other people underestimating him because he has a 700 million berry bounty and because he, like, demolished Brook and Chopper like it was nothing back in Whole Cake. I've been saying, wow, people really underestimate him. Maybe I'm underestimating him, but I kind of felt like Nekomamushi could take him, but maybe Nekomamushi can't. It looks like he was hit back towards the entrance where Wanda and Carrot are. Maybe Wanda and Carrot get back up. I don't know. Again, though, I kind of don't want Perospero to take down Nekomamushi, though, not only because I like Nekomamushi, but then I'm like, does Carrot really need to see Pedro and Nekomamushi get taken out? Even though Pedro's was sort of by his own doing, but again, Pedro kind of had to do it, because if Pedro didn't blow himself up, Chopper would have died, and then the Straw Hats would be doctorless, so, yeah, I mean, not to mention they wouldn't have been able to get away from Big Mom and Katakuri and being completely surrounded by, like, all of the heavy hitters right there. But, so it's like Pedro had to do it, but again, Perospero, like, I mean, he didn't make him do it, but again, Pedro had to, or else they would have died. So it is a bit complex there. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how all of that could end up. Also, yeah, I feel like the Straw Hats are going to end up eventually making their way to the rooftop and either hold off Kaido till Luffy gets back up there, or at least be there when Luffy gets the final hit. It seems like from that last line from Zoro and Sanji, we might be getting that. I'm excited for Sanji versus Queen. We already got the reveals of Queen being from Germa or whatever, so I kind of feel like there's not too much extra development there other than Sanji overcoming him and beating him. But for King, the red line stuff is really, really, really interesting. And also, we don't really know much of anything about King. He has been kind of the least, I don't know, the least developed member of Kaido's crew, really. So I would like to see a lot more of what Zoro versus King is going to be all about. Then again, later after this arc or whatever, Zoro is going to get hit with that double damage. So I guess we'll have to wait and see how that goes too. But yeah, because Rogers Base did the video, I think after last chapter or whatever, I've seen a bunch of people talking about I'm going to talk about this just because I want to talk about One Piece for a bit. I'll probably do a discussion video or a review of the past 3 chapters all in one video or something sometime this week. I wanted to earlier this week, like a few days ago, but I didn't really get time. So I'd like to do another discussion, maybe bring some people in for it. I don't know. Yeah, getting a little distracted. I don't think the whole story of Momotaro thing is going to play into the final fight, just because we have tons of characters named after fictional stories that's like a reference to that fictional story, but the story of One Piece doesn't exactly follow that fictional story. I mean, Doflamingo and Corazon with the whole Don Quixote and Rocinante stuff did not actually play into their story. It was just a reference. So at the same point, I really don't think, just because even if Momo gets aged up by Shinobu, which I think might happen at this point, I think that all he'll do is basically be the Dressrosa citizens pushing against the birdcage. He'll basically just be in dragon form, trying to use the Dragon Island float powers to push Onigashima away from the island capital, and he's basically going to be birdcaging it, I would guess. Yamato, I would assume Yamato gets, like, Yamato's been holding off Kaido for a bit, I think. I feel like Yamato's gonna be down by the time Luffy gets back. Or at least that would maybe make sense. And then Marco, again, we've seen that Marco's already exhausted. Plus, I feel like Marco wants to leave things to the next generation. And there's also just the fact that, like, I feel like you know, Marco already established that he can't just heal other people a lot. That's not how his power works. It's mostly about healing himself, and his ability to heal others doesn't work as well. And also, we've already kind of seen the Eddie stuff with the fight with Overhaul, so I feel like it would be just something we've already seen in a Jump manga redone. So, yeah, don't think that's happening. I think the Straw Hats helping Luffy is much, much, much more likely. So yeah, that is it, I suppose. And a bunch of people are like, yeah, it's going to be the Straw Hats helping Luffy because of the prophecy with the 9 shadows and all. And I think that was just Toki talking about these 9 Akazaya will come back eventually. Even if they don't succeed, they'll bring the Straw Hats who will succeed. But Toki wouldn't have known about the Straw Hats. She couldn't, like, see into the future unless we're going to be getting into some, like, Charlie power explanation. But yeah, that is it for this week's chapter. I talked a lot just because I'm really excited about One Piece. Like I said, I've been catching up to the anime. I've reread pretty much all of Wano and Onigashima now since we had that 2-week break. So yeah, I don't know. Just really into One Piece, and sucks waiting each week for the next one. But maybe finally we will be getting back to whatever's going on with Carrot next week. Though I do think seeing what happens with these all-star fights is going to be really, really, really fun. But either way, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this week's chapter, my thoughts and reaction and all that. Subscribe for more One Piece, much more on the channel. Like I said, gonna be doing some more One Piece videos. I got plenty on deck, plus a bunch of other stuff. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, ask and I'll give you one. It's free and open for anyone. And if you would like to help support the channel on Patreon, it is patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description. But either way, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.